Redemption fans, if you are anything like me, you have been waiting a long time and very patiently for your Lineage of Christ box. I got mine in the mail today and I wanted to share with you an unboxing video so we can take a look at the new cards together. Now to start with, this is a regular Lineage of Christ box, traditional packaging, so it's going to have the 5 new cards and 10 old cards in there. I have plenty of the old cards. I'm not going to spend any time on those. I'm just going to toss those off to the side. Oftentimes what I do with those packs is I give those to my play group and we do a booster draft together for free with those extra cards. But to start with here, we've got these. The new packaging is not in yet. That often happens with the new set. The new packaging is really cool. I've seen the graphics for it and they look really nice. There's 2 different types of packaging. We have one for traditional packs. Rob made a completely different one for the super packs. I have a couple boxes of super packs. I'd love to tear into those, but those are really limited right now. So I'm going to save mine. So whenever this coronavirus quarantine stuff is over, my group can get together and we can have the booster draft that we planned on having to celebrate the release of Lineage of Christ. So we're going to tear into the regular packs today and see what we get here. All right, very first package we get, Royal Parade. This is going to go in a lot of decks. I'm going to need multiple copies of these because I'm going to want to use that all over the place. Also got one of my first flip characters. We have a side here with a special ability, and then you can also play him as a side with no special ability. There's a lot of cards in Lineage of Christ that give you an advantage for using cards with no special ability. We're calling those meek cards. It says right here, meek, he has no special ability. Let's see if we can get that right up there and take a close look. All right, so there's going to be a lot of meek heroes in this set. Also got Adam. We saw Adam just a few sets ago in Fall of Man. Here's a completely different version of Adam. Vulnerable, very powerful gray enhancement. And Edomite Rebellion. Edomite Rebellion is another great card. I already have this proxied up in a couple decks, so looking forward to using some copies of that one. Now, these have 2 ultra rares per box, and boom, just like that. First ultra rare. Look at that. We got Abraham. Let's see. Oh, this is the ultra rare plus version. Ultra Rare Plus Abraham. Okay, so there's 2 different versions of Ultra Rares. There is 2 out of the 3 copies are going to have standard art. Those are ones that have been released to the public and previewed already. And then 1 out of 3 copies is an Ultra Rare Plus. Let's see if you can see it on here. There is a very tiny, right up here by the number, is a UR Plus. I don't know if that's going to get picked up on the camera or not. But this is an Ultra Rare Plus. It has alternate art. Basically, same special ability, functionally the same, but the artwork is different. So, very awesome. We got another Lion. Sneak peek, guys. There is a card called Pride of Lions coming out that's going to make a Lion deck really fun. That's going to be a seasonal promo later this year. We got Queen Maka. Matan, Priest of Baal. And last but not least, we got another animal here, Beasts of the Earth. Very cool. Wow, I can't believe I got an Ultra Rare already. It means there's 1 left in this box. I don't know if you can get 2 Ultra Rare Plus in the same box, so we're going to have to find out if that's the case. I highly doubt it. They're like 1 out of every 6, so 1 out of 3 boxes, 1 out of every 6 Ultra Rares is an Ultra Rare Plus. The rare in this pack is Army of a Million Men. Another really cool card. We got a king. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I know I'll get it wrong. The Lord Provides. There's a set of 4 of these for 4 different good themes here. Kind of a Samuel Edict style card. We got another Genesis flip character here. And ironically, that guy was packaged upside down. That's his top side. If you turn the flip cards over, the special ability side is on top. And the Rabshakeh's Threats. That's a reprint of an old one. This is a much better version, though. I like that one a lot. That will also go in pretty much any Assyrian deck that I build. The question is, how many copies can I fit in my Type 2 deck? All right, so here we got Ahaz. New reprint of Ahaz. A lot of the Brown Evil characters are supporting meek souls, so using souls with no special ability. Here's another cool reprint of Assyrian King. This is an Edomite. There's a number of Edomites in this set. Edomites hadn't gotten a lot of support before this year, a little bit here, a little bit there. There's going to be a lot more, and here's another Edomite related card. So in come the Edomites, and here's another flip card that was packaged upside down. So we got a post-exilic character. The gold characters in this set are post-exilic, which means that they lived between the time of the Babylonian exile and the New Testament. So that's when those characters lived. Here is one of the few Egyptians in the set. Might be the only one. I can't remember for sure. Not a lot of gold evil cards in here, but we got Zerah. Got another Genesis flip character. There's a lot of those. I think there's like 30-ish. Here's a really strong card for pale green. That one is also going to make the cut in a lot of pale green decks. Oh, 2 legacy rares in the same pack. We got a Goliath legacy rare, and I believe that's the Shame Lost Soul. So very cool. I'm excited about that. I don't know how many legacy rares are going to be in a box, but I really want a full set of those, so I'll take all I can get. Now here's an interesting card. This is a Fool. The point of Fools is to try and get them into your opponent's territory, and they're going to hurt the player that has them. So that's a fun card. It gives people a little bit of different style deck design. There's a number of weapons in this set. We got weapons in pretty much every brigade. There was a blue one. Here, 3 legacy rares in this pack. Interesting distribution. All great legacy rares. I'm really excited about the Gold Shield. The Gold Shield. There is a Syrian evil character in this set that can play a weapon from the reserve. So pull that Gold Shield out, convert the guy that he's blocking, and your opponent probably won't be able to play anything on him. A lot of multi-brigade cards in the game though nowadays, so you got to be careful what brigade you choose. All right, tossing those old cards on the floor. I'll pick those up later. Here is a brand new Rehoboam. He is a huge fight by the numbers character, but he requires your lost souls to be meek. Here's another weapon. Check out that rock flying right out of the art up into the nameplate. That's pretty awesome. Sling stones. The Lord's Charge. That's another one of those Samuel Edict type cards that I had mentioned. Overwhelmed by Philistines reprint. And another strong black enhancement there. Black got some really good stuff this year. If you're a fan of playing black, Philistines especially, you're going to be very happy with Lineage of Christ. All right, well, here is one. Joseph the Righteous. Joseph and Mary make an appearance because they are part of Christ's lineage, obviously. And their role in this set is really, they support the meek characters, or the line of Christ characters. There's also 3 of these aliens that have 2 brigades on each of them. They're kind of a slave type character. If you remember the slaves from Fall of Man, those characters are going to create lost souls for you to rescue. There was another weapon, another blue flip character, Methuselah. That's his first appearance in the game. And a rare single brigade, non-flip hero. That's a support of the Ruth set, Boaz Foreman. That's a strong card. You want that in every Ruth deck you play, I'm pretty sure. All right, here's another nice guy. This is a priest, but he supports the kings. He is going to be great in a deck with some kings. So he's going to go well with purple. Here's one of Esau's wives. Her name is Judith, and his other wife is going to make an appearance in this set as well. There's another one of those aliens that I mentioned. This one is Crimson and Gold. Another evil king that makes you want to play Meek Lost Souls. And Israel's Blessing. This is one of the few silver cards in the set. Might be the only card that actually has Silver Brigade on it. There's a couple multi-brigade ones. All right, here we go with a lady. This is Ruth. I mentioned a Ruth deck. Ruth is another character you're probably going to want in your Ruth deck. She has 2 sides, the special ability side and the meek side. There's another legacy rare, Bronze Laver with new art. Very awesome card. Another reprint, Land Dispute. This has a dual alignment card, so you can play it as good or evil. Jesse, David's father, also a flip card. And Queen Makkah. I got a queen earlier. I can't remember if it was her or the other one. I'm pretty sure it was her. There's also an usurper queen in this set, another brown queen. The one that killed all the royal babies. Not a nice lady. All right, David's Descendant, another card I have proxied up in my royalty deck right now. Glad to get a copy of that rare. There's a Descendant card for each of the 4 sections here. So you've got Genesis, you've got Ruth, you've got Royalty, you've got Post-Exilics. And so that's the Descendant card for the Royals. Here's another Ruth Enhancement. That's going to be a good one to throw in your deck. Flip character for the Ruth theme. Solomon the Cloaked. Return the Captives. Now that's going to be a nice brown enhancement. That one has the feel of hypocrisy from the early church set, if you remember the hypocrisy card. And here is a nice dual alignment card, Goliath's Sword. Another card that had never been printed in Redemption before. Brand new one there. Dual alignment. Very fun card to play. Goes especially well in a black and red deck, but not limited to black and red by any means. All right, and here is one of the 4 feasts in this set. Feasts are 3 colors. This is the only rare feast. Those are really nice, really strong cards. Speaking of feasts, here's another one. That's one of the 3 common ones. This, By My Spirit. This is also kind of the Samuel's Edict style card for the post-exilic heroes. And it looks like we got 2 more Genesis flip characters going on here. Oh, they were upside down, weren't they? We'll try that again. Special ability side. All right, that's the first half of my box. We've gone through the first half of the box already. Let's take a look at half number 2, see what that other ultra rare is, see if we can't get some more amazing rares. I see one I'm really happy with already. I really like some of the sneaky stuff that Gray can do. And here is a Gray Covenant, sorry, a Gray Curse. Gray, evil ones are curses, not covenants. That's a really nice one, though. I have trouble figuring out which side I want to play that on. Both sides are really nice. Another post-exilic hero. Genesis hero packaged upside down for us. Yeah, another post-exilic hero. This guy's really good. And last but not least, we have a new copy of Shem. You know, Flood Survivor decks are really popular in the game, so the question is that Shem going to get played, or are they going to play the Shem from Cloud of Witnesses? I don't know. It really depends on how you build your deck and which one's going to be able to take the most advantage of it. But hey, we got Joseph earlier, so here is his counterpart, Mary. Mary is another great hero, really strong for the meek heroes specifically. I have a feeling we'll see a Mary that's not red and doesn't support meek heroes in the near future, but this version is definitely built to support meek heroes. Another flip hero there. One of my favorite kings. I like attacking with this guy. He's strong. He self-converts to meek, so he goes out, uses his special ability, changes over to his meek side, and gets the benefits from being meek. It's like a win-win. Here's another awesome post-exilic character. And last but not least, another royal. Looks like I'm going to be filling out my royalty deck and be able to take all the proxies out of there, so I'm happy about that. I've got a Ruth deck proxied up too, so I'm going to need to get some more Ruth cards before we're done here. All right, well here is another Fool. We saw the Fool earlier in pale green. This is a brown Fool. These fools tried killing their own king. Actually, I think maybe they succeeded, so not nice guys. Get rid of them, give them to your opponent as quickly as you can. All right, Herdsman of Gerar. I said there's some more Philistines. There's an example of that. Great card. All right, Isaac. We saw Isaac reprinted in Cloud of Witnesses. Here's a completely different version of Isaac. Flip card. He has a meek side. Another meek Genesis character. And last but not least, I got another royalty here. Jehoshaphat. A lot of the royals have a purple and red side, and they also have a brown side. So there's not a whole lot of meek characters in the royals. I think there's 6 total. So got to make good use of those. Now here's a card that's interesting reprint. This works in a deck with meek heroes really well, but it's a little tricky to play. We tried making that one territory class, and it was way too strong. A draw 8 on a territory class card, even with all kinds of conditions, not a good thing. Very abusive. Here's one of those flip kings I was telling you about. Here's the Usurper Queen that I mentioned earlier too. I don't think that was the first one I opened or the second one. So there she is, maybe for the first time. All right, and yet 2 more Genesis characters. How often does that happen? There's like, I say, 30-some Genesis characters in the set, so we're going to see a lot of those. When you're drafting LOC, it might be safe to go with some Genesis stuff. All right, here is my first duplicate rare. We got another copy of Joseph. Mentioned Esau's wives, and there's Base Math, the other wife. She's going to be a great hero if your opponent is using Storehouse. I do believe she's an anti-Storehouse card. All right, here's a really cool card. It works great in a Ruth deck, but it actually works in any white deck, and it's like instant reserve access to your battle winner, which is great. Here is the Edict card for the Ruth theme. This was actually the first one that we made, and we decided to spread that out into all the other themes as well. And here's another really nice new weapon, Shields. It's a tough choice on what to include in your red and purple decks. It really is. There's so many cards I want to include. I get down to those weapons and I'm like, oh, which ones can I fit? Which ones can I not fit? Like, I don't know. I haven't even tried them all for that reason. All right, another duplicate rare here. We got Jehoiada the Kingmaker again. And here is Stolen Blessing, another dual alignment card. This encourages you to play blue and crimson. Well, speaking of blue and crimson, I think there's only 2 blue and crimson cards in the set. Back to back, we get to see them right there. There's another Philistine, this time Commander Fecal. I don't know if I said that right. I'm great at pronouncing names, in case you didn't know. Now, here's an Edomite. He also was Egyptian, so I believe he gets gold. He's not Egyptian, but he lived in Egypt with a pharaoh a good portion of his life, so he got a little gold on the card, but he is a Edomite. I believe Solomon chased him away. All right, looks like I hit a part where maybe they were repackaging from a different sheet, because we got another Ruth here. I believe I already saw a Ruth. So second Ruth, got another copy of Beasts of the Earth. Hey, here's a different Aliens, one I don't think we had seen yet. I believe we had Pale Green and Black, and we had Crimson and Gold, and so here's Brown and Gray. Nice. Ooh, Windows of Narrow Light. That's a great card. If you're building a Meek deck, that card is so strong. And last but not least, we got a Meek Soul, a Lost Soul with no special ability. Meek Lost Soul. Now, I thought that maybe that one had gotten changed. Apparently it went to the printer as Meek. Interesting. Maybe there'll only be a few Meek copies running around, and subsequent prints are only going to have the special ability on them. We'll have to see what happens there. All right, David's Descendant. I think I opened one of those earlier, but I am happy to have extra copies of that one. Here's a card I was excited to get for the Ruth deck. This guy is your setup hero in Ruth. He is really good. Really happy to pull one of those. Another Philistine Invaders. Strong card if you can get Unity. Yeah, another Philistine. So here we go. We see the Philistines coming out to play. And last but not least, this guy kind of fits in with what Prophecies of Christ was doing. Had some evil priests, and that guy fits right into that theme. He will also work with the gray or brown in this set if you're booster drafting. So gives everybody a little something. All right, here we go with another Love at First Sight. Got a duplicate on that one. Vulnerable. Another strong card. I believe I opened up that common and made my first pack, but happy to have extra copies of that. I think Vulnerable and Edomite Rebellion were stacked next to each other in that pack. So there we see both of those. Now here's one we haven't seen before, Turncoat. A great enhancement that'll give you a character if you're successful. And Return the Captives. We saw that one before, but that's a card I'm going to want 4 copies of for my Type 2 decks. Bouncing heroes and then doing mean things to your opponent's hand is a great way to mess up their strategy. All right, and I think this might be the first winner card that we've seen. And here we have Jaden's card, Bethlehem. That's an awesome card, and I use that in my Ruth deck, so really excited to have a copy of that. This is the first time I think I've seen Josiah the Kingmaker, another great hero. There's a Josiah's Covenant in this set. I would love to get my hands on one of those too. Here we have Ezra, Favored by God. I don't think we've seen him yet. Really strong character for the post-exilic heroes. And Enoch. Enoch's another character that we saw in Cloud of Witnesses, and here's a whole new version for us to think about using. And Rabshakeh's Threats. I mentioned earlier I'll be putting that in my Assyrian deck, and I do have a Type 2 Assyrian defense, so need extra copies of that one. All right, getting down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, you know what I just opened? There's only 2 packs left here, so one of them's got to be the ultra rare, right? Well, this is the one, so I might just save that for the end. We'll open the last pack, and then we'll come back and see what the last ultra rare was. That seems kind of fun. All right, well, here we go. I got a Rare Lost Soul. I believe that's my first Rare Lost Soul. And this one, really strong card, does not let players play dominance during the battle phase. You got to build your deck around that to take advantage of it, but man, that can really mess players up. They count on Angel of the Lord, they count on Christian Martyr, sometimes they count on the Cloud of Witness falling away. They count on those dominants during the battle phase, even 3 woes they plan on playing during the battle phase, and if you can build your deck to take advantage of that, that'll be really good for you. Now here's another Meek Lost Soul. Again, this is one I thought went to print with an ability on it that said bounce a character in a territory, maybe. To double check that, but something maybe didn't make it in time. I know that there's another print wave coming, so maybe it'll be in the second print. Now here's another curse. We hadn't seen that one yet. That is Assyrian Affliction. Great card. Another copy of Windows of Narrow Light. And here's a Ruth hero I had not seen yet. Excited to get. Rahab. You say, Rahab, was she mentioned in the book of Ruth? No, she wasn't. But in Matthew, they say Rahab was Solomon's wife. Solomon was Boaz's father. They're from the book of Ruth. So clearly she was alive during that time period, part of Christ's lineage, and so here she is. So I did get my other ultra rare here, and apparently it is possible to get 2 ultra rare plus in the same box. I would have thought those would be more spread out. Super excited to get 2 ultra rare pluses out of the same box, guys. I mean, that's amazing. I was hoping I'd get 1 ultra rare plus out of the boxes that I'm opening, and I'm thrilled to have 2 already. I was just thinking maybe I'll get 1. So that's really awesome. Book of the Law, another staple card for a lot of my decks. I hadn't seen that yet in this box, so I'm really excited to get a copy of that. Another post-exilic hero. We're going to finish things off with 2 cards we've seen before. We got Mahalel and another Philistine. So there you have it, folks. That is my unboxing from Lineage of Christ. If you didn't pre-order some, they're going to be hard to get. Some of the online vendors, your favorite store, that's 3 Lions Games, Your Turn Games, wherever you like to get your products, you can order them from them. They have some in stock, I believe. I know they're filling their pre-orders first. And Rob is out right now. In fact, he wasn't even able to fulfill everybody's order. My playgroup ordered a lot of cards, and we were shorted some boxes. So anybody that ordered more than one, myself included, we all got less than we had originally wanted. Fortunately, we still got some, though. I've been waiting so long for these. I'm so thankful that they finally came in. Really excited. I hope this will hold you guys over until yours come from wherever you ordered them, and that you have a lot of fun playing these. I can't wait to get back together with my play group. I have friends I get together with every week and play Redemption, and we can't do that right now. We're all in quarantine because of this virus that's just wreaking havoc on the world. I really hope that gets over with soon. I definitely hope it gets over with in time that we can have nationals this year. I'm excited to just get my play group back together. Tomorrow night is normally the night I have my play group. We're not going to be meeting in person. We're actually looking at doing an online meeting. I think we might host a Zoom meeting and see how that goes. So be creative, play online, get a hold of your friends through video conferencing, whatever you can do. Enjoy your Lineage of Christ when you get it. Talk to you soon.
This has been a Land of Redemption production, sponsored by 3 Lions Gaming.